I'm fascinated by on the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, for people who don't know the acronym, which you have a massive responsibility in helping create, because Elon Musk wants to shut it down. I think he tweeted RIP CFPB, yes, with the emoji, headstone emoji. Mm-hmm. He owns X, formerly known as Twitter. He wants to turn it into this app that can do basically everything, I believe is as he's referred to it, including cash payment or make payments like Venmo or Apple Pay. That is something that would be regulated by the CFPB, would it not?
Right, exactly right.
Do you believe that's a conflict of interest for him to be?
Yeah.
Because the White House says that they're making sure he doesn't have conflicts of interest.
Oh, yeah, sure. Because the CFPB is the financial cop on the beat. And actually, Elon already has some competitors in that field who have also set up these payment platforms. Elon has already announced he wants to set up the same kind of payment platform, only his plan is to get rid of the cop on the beat who would make sure with that payment platform that you actually follow the law. In addition to that, while he's rummaging around in all of the data that the CFPB collects, remember, the CFPB does what's called bank supervision. It means they actually dig into the private books and records, and this is true across all the banking regulators, the private books and records of those financial companies to make sure they're not cheating people. Because if someone were miscalculating your interest rate, for example, the odds you could catch it would be pretty small. So this is what the bank supervisors do. Elon Musk, who knows? Is he rooting through all of the information about his competitors to figure out where they're making money, where they're not making money, where they got in trouble, where they have a clear path to go ahead, how much money they're investing? That is staggeringly valuable information to someone trying to enter the field, and staggeringly illegal for anyone to access that information other than the authorized banking supervisors. So Elon Musk has a conflict here that is bigger than we can describe. It is enormous.
What do you think of the fact that he'll be at the cabinet meeting tomorrow?
Well, he made it to the cabinet meeting, but I got to tell you, today I asked him to come to the meeting we had in Congress where we wanted to ask him questions about trying to shut down this consumer agency. And I got to say, he was a no-show.
Yeah, but he's not compelled to come, of course. He's not
compelled to do any of these, because evidently he is a guy who is both running everything but not officially in charge of anything. So the White House right now is claiming he has no legal responsibilities, and yet somehow he's co-president of the United States. What an amazing feat.